It's sale season again, and I am back to stay. As always, I want to make sure that your wish list stays full, and hopefully you'll find your next favorite game, all for under $10 this time. And as always, I'm not going to be telling you The Witcher 3 is on sale or now's the time to grab Doom. These videos are for Steam adventurers. There are some really hidden gems in this one, so I recommend you have Steam up while you're watching. And as always, if you have a game under 10 bucks that you'd like people to discover, put it down in the comments. Now, let's dive in. Number 1, Skyrim. I'm joking. Let's actually start this off with Tinykin. We have an indie spiritual successor for almost every Nintendo game. And with Tinykin, that includes Pikmin 2. Pikmin with a lot more platforming, it seems. Huge worlds, tons of challenges, customizations, and collectibles. And I just love these little character designs. I'm actually upset with myself that I've owned it for a while, I just haven't played it yet. Tinykin right now is only $4.99 and is Steam Deck verified! Scars Above. Scars Above is a third-person shooter with strong sci-fi themes. It kind of gives me Returnal vibes, and I'm not sure if that's fair to it, but I like Returnal, and a more straightforward story sounds pretty good to me. You play as Kate, a scientist forced to explore the mysterious exoplanet. You have to fight, craft, and science your way into solving the mysteries of the planet, and fight some beefy boss men. The story looks pretty damn good, and I actually think it's pretty funny that one of the features of the game listed on the store page, the rewarding feeling of overcoming difficulty. Okay. The game features the ability to activate my dopamine receptors for reinforced learning. That's nice. You can grab Scars Above for only $4.49. SteamWorld Build. I suck at city builders. Once I start having to micromanage things or learn complex topics like infrastructure and planning ahead, I seem to struggle. But I do like city builders. That's why when a game comes along and simplifies things and sands down corners so I don't ram my soft spot into it, I'm a happy guy. SteamWorld shifted their theme from Angry Bird XCOM likes and one of the best card battlers around, I will fight you on this, to a city builder. And it's fun. The Wild West theme and the easy to learn, hard to master mechanics make this a blast, and it's an extremely good game to play while watching Deep Space Nine on the second monitor. Klonoa Fantasy Reverie Series. Klonoa is a certified classic that everyone knows, and it feels like only 20 of us have really actually played. You can rectify this by diving into the original 2 games remade. Run, jump, and smash your way through colorful levels and save the world. And let me just sweeten the pot there for you. If you pick it up, it comes with the Moo costume. I'm not sure what that is, but now I'm suddenly missing $9.99, and guess what? It's Steam Deck verified. Flintlock, The Siege of Dawn. Flintlock is a Souls-like that came out a couple years ago, and I feel like it came and went without a huge splash, which is kinda sad since it looks pretty solid. I'm not the biggest Souls game fan, but when you're given a weapon formerly known as a gun, my interests begin to peak. You play as a character called Nor, teamed up with Enki, a mysterious fox demon. God? Furry? Not sure, but one thing's for certain, you both want to see the gods of this world dead. The game looks fun, challenging, with tons of movement and combat features. And the game is only about 9 hours long, which is nice. You can pick it up for $9.99. Earth Defense Force, World Brothers. Earth Defense Force is a long-standing franchise that just keeps getting made due to what I'm assuming is its ridiculously small production costs. Rarely does it deviate from its standard formula, except for this instance, and I really love it. Earth Defense Force is all about destroying everything in your path to wipe out the alien insect invasion. And just like real life, that would be way more fun with your friends. Super colorful, tons of fun characters, and endless bug-crushing goodness. And you can abduct it for $9.99. I was going for an alien joke, but it sounds way more white van than UFO. Oh, and its sequel is on sale too if you don't mind the extra 10 bucks. Brigador. I could spend time writing my spin on this game's summary, but I don't think I can do better than pilot a mech to hunt down and destroy the oppressive government of a cyberpunk autocracy. Yay, just like 2025. What drew me into this game originally was its amazing isometric style. Color and lighting just look fantastic, but what sold me was its gameplay and promise of over 50 vehicles to unlock. Brigador features a fully destructible environment and over 35 missions to beat, not to mention community-made maps. Brigador only costs the capitalist price of $7.49. It's even cheaper if you know the coordinates of Steam headquarters and own a mech. En Garde. En Garde is a fencing action platformer where the combat really shines. Fight with your, rapier and swashbuckle your way into history. The game considers itself a theatrical comedy with intense action and interactable environment. I grew up loving the Three Musketeers, so I'm kind of getting a nostalgic feeling from the game without having really played it that much myself. You can pick up this passion project for only $5.99, and it's Steam Deck verified. Billion Road. Have you ever wished Mario Party was like a real stock market and not just an emotional one? Welcome to Billion Road. Play through real-life cities throughout Japan with the goal to be the richest chibi out of your 3 friends. Throughout the game, you'll have to make strategic investments and hope they pay off, all while running into monsters who could line your pocket or do the Godzilla equivalent of an NFT rug pull. In fact, one game mode lasts 30 in-game years to really see if your investments compound. Looks like a lot of fun. Play online or split screen for only $5.99. Astor, Blade of the Monolith. Play as Astor as he hacks and slashes his way toward the monolith, trying to unravel the secrets behind his creation and the fall of his creators. Astor came out last year, and I literally don't remember hearing anyone talk about it. Sitting at a mostly positive on Steam, and with what looks like Zelda combat on steroids, I'm surprised more people haven't played it. You can pick it up for $9.99 right now, and guess what? It's Steam Deck verified. Pop-Up Dungeon. Pop-Up Dungeon is really hard to describe and hard to say without popping your peas in the mic, but I'm gonna try anyway. Pop-Up Dungeon is an extremely self-aware, tactical, roguelike RPG, and what it seems to have done is take all your favorite tabletop games and threw them in a blender with a box of crayons and a bundle of memes. The key word here is creation. Create any ability, item, villain, hero, and let the chaos reign. The game will get as unhinged as your party is, and on top of multiple branching campaigns, you can use their node system to create your own games. Whether it be your own written campaign, dungeon crawls, or even a dating sim, the only limit is your imagination, or your wallet if you happen to not have $9.99 to spend. Which, if that's the case, why did you click this video? Hey, sorry to be a speed bump in the video, but I have to play the algorithm game here. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please hit like, leave a comment, or give it a share. I make these videos with passion, but viewership does lube the wheels of passion. Even if you can't do anything, just thank you for watching. I love sharing games that everyone may not have heard of before. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm shutting up. Back to the list. Bruh. Oh god. Shoulders of Giants. Shoulders of Giants is a third-person shooter sci-fi roguelike where you stand tall on top of mechs while attempting to save the universe. Your mech seems to be focused on melee-based attacks while your pilot handles the ranged shooting. Super unique. Plus, it's multiplayer. I love me a multiplayer roguelike with frogs. It's the first game from developer Moving Pieces, and I hope this game funds their next one, because this is the kind of multiplayer stuff we need. Go Mecha Ball. Did you ever wish your Marble Run games had guns? Well, that weird request is now a reality. This twin-stick roguelike with pinball-style physics boasts big bosses and tons of upgrades. Transform to Marble mode for traversal abilities, then transform into Mech mode to blast away your enemies. You can pick it up for $7.99, and of course, it's Steam Deck verified. Vivid Lope. Vivid Lopey? I'm gonna say Vivid Lope. Close your eyes and imagine a forgotten PS1 puzzle platformer. Great job. You just imagined Vivid Lope. Vivid Lope is a game I've actually followed the development of before it was released, because I love the style and authentic vibes it was giving off. Plus, look at the main character. I love them. The idea is simple. Paint all the blocks the same color, but complexity goes through the roof as the game challenges your mind and platforming skills. If your brain works in a fourth dimensional space, then this is the game for you. Support the dev and flex your skills for only $6.49. Blood West. Blood West is a first-person stealth western where the land is covered with the undead. The game features perk-based progression and multiple scenarios to play through. Slowly and quietly sneak through a huge crafted open world while picking off monsters and planning your angle of attack. Scavenge interesting weapons and loot and try to break the curse on the land. Blood West really has that classic Source engine feel, and I just feel like this will become someone's favorite game after watching this. You can see if it's up your alley for only $9.99. And it's Steam Deck verified, though I feel like this is really a mouse and keyboard game. Heavenly Bodies. Heavenly Bodies is a simple game about doing simple space tasks. However, those simple tasks become way more complicated when there's no gravity to work with, and you're bouncing off your coworker every second.
I'm gonna tell!
Heavenly Bodies is a game meant for two people, and your friend becomes an extension of your own being, featuring fantastic controls and extremely polished levels. Heavenly Bodies is a fantastic couple evenings with a good friend. Grab it for $9.99, and it's Steam Deck verified. Biomutant. Poor Biomutant. Life was not fair to Biomutant. Biomutant, having been stuck in developmental purgatory, and once released, completely lambasted by every YouTube reviewer looking for clicks. Whenever I mention Biomutant to anyone, I always hear back, "Oh yeah, I heard that sucks." Now, while Biomutant has some rough edges, and really struggles in the identity department, it is undeniably fun, and features some pretty interesting mechanics. The world is big, endlessly interesting, collectibles are satisfying and abundant, and you're constantly finding new weapons or armor for your character. Biomutant is a good game. Not an amazing one, but a gem in my opinion. Biomutant is only $9.99, and that's such a good price for it. Dungeons of Hinterberg. Dungeons of Hinterberg is a Zelda-like packing so much more. Having only released last year, it features a ton of Zelda-inspired puzzles you have to solve to piece together the mystery of Hinterberg, all while you're vacationing in the Alps. And in order to solve those mysteries, you'll need to forge relationships with the locals and battle challenging monsters and bosses. It's a huge package oozing with charm and personality. Note to self, don't say big package and oozing again. You can pick up this oozing package for the weird price of $9.19? Hellish Quart. Hellish Quart is a game of dueling. Dueling bladed weapons from different ages, cultures, and combat styles. It's basically Street Fighter if you had more of a "you have insulted my lady, I shall duel you at dawn" kind of vibe. While the game is an excellent, serious representation of those fighting styles, the game, since it works off of physics-based movements, can be a real great time with friends, and some really silly moments can show up from time to time. Hellish Quart can be stabbed for only $8.99, and it's Steam Deck verified, which is great for its local co-op. Oh, and I feel like an idiot, apparently has a well-acted story mode in it too. It goes to show you that I was so entertained by the core fighting that I didn't even play the real game? Marvel Midnight Suns. Yeah, I'm talking about a Marvel property and a Hidden Gems video, whatever. Marvel Midnight Suns is a turn-based card battler with XCOM style mechanics. Crazy, right? From some of the same individuals that actually made XCOM, if I'm correct. It features a 40-hour plus story that's voice acted and features a ton of Marvel goodness. The level of polish on display is fantastic. Plus, a ton of Marvel characters that haven't really gotten the limelight the last few years. Now, there is some controversy at the moment with the PC version I just found out about, since Take-Two seems to have updated their terms of service, but if you're unbothered by that in our current dystopian capitalist society, it's an extremely good turn-based RPG. You can grab it for $8.99. Galaxy Burger. There's something about fast food simulators that soothes the soul without clogging the arteries. And Galaxy Burger, for some reason, stands out from the crowd for me. It could be the Flash game style presentation with great pixel art and an uncluttered interface. Maybe it's the fact that you're serving alien cats. Look, this one's in a mech. Or it could be the fact that you can play with up to 7 of your friends? What's not to love about this game? You can force your friends to play it for only $8.39 each. Temtem Swarm. I play a lot of Vampire Survivor likes, but there are a few that really stand out for me, like Halls of Torment. And Temtem Swarm is another one that just feels fun to play. If you haven't played Temtem before, it's like Pokemon, but if Game Freak listened to the fans. Temtem Swarm lets you control some of the crowd favorite Tems, and take on swarms of enemies, and evolve your creature over the course of the match. The game also features pretty solid progression, with lots of unlockables. Now, the build variety isn't the best I've ever seen, but it's good enough. Plus, they just recently announced a new update. Besides, we all know this is the kind of game you play while watching Mystery Science Theater on the other monitor. You can grab yourself Temtem Swarm for only $7.49. Inkbound. Inkbound. All my homies respect Inkbound. Inkbound is a turn-based tactical roguelike with some live service elements that don't really get in the way. It's got this feeling where every time you dive in alone or with friends, you're jumping into a World of Warcraft raid. The gameplay is super creative and unique, and it never seems to get stale. Remember, positioning and order of attack is key. Tons of variety, items, and classes to experiment with. It's been a while since I've played it, but I do kind of wish they didn't go the live service route, though I do think we need more indie creativity in the industry. I'm just worried that this one's just too niche. I want this dev to thrive so we can continue to see their unique visions. Inkbound is only $7.49, and believe me, it's great with friends. Dismantle. Welcome to the bittersweet apocalypse. Dismantle is one of the first games that made me want to start making list videos. This game is one of my favorite games of all time. One that my friends wish I'd shut up about. This is like one of those games I would buy for someone if they showed even the smallest spark of interest. Dismantle is a top-down zombie-killing crafting game, but it's so much more. The layout of the enemies, the brilliant puzzles, not to mention the way progression is brilliantly crafted. You always have something to earn or work towards, and you just have this to-do list. It's just all so fun. I don't want to give too much away, but if you ever wanted the ultimate number go up, scratch that itch kind of game, this is it. I want to give it another playthrough just talking about it. Dismantle also features an environment where nearly everything is permanently destructible, and not to mention tons of weapons to craft. And there's this cool thing where you can summon all the enemies in a given area to farm them for progression materials, and there's tower defense sections and big skill trees and weird, crazy secrets. This game has everything. Please pick this up. No amount of hype can do it justice. Just grab it for $6.99. And it's a perfect Steam Deck game. Alien is my favorite movie of all time. And Aliens is up there too. But I feel like in the realm of video games, it struggles. Isolation is pretty much a masterpiece, but it floundered due to critics not fully understanding what it was going for, and Space Marines are just done to death, because game studios think that must be everyone's favorite part of the films. Why? Guns, of course. But I have to say Fireteam Elite does it right. It's Aliens meets Left 4 Dead, a perfect marriage. Not to mention tons of replayability with different difficulty modes and character progression. Now, while it does have some issues, it's a seriously great time with friends. And you too can take part in the Alien universe for only $5.99. And that's it for this list. Even though I have a ton more to share, I have to get this video out while the iron is hot. I guess I'll just have to save them for the next one. Though if you are looking for more cheap, amazing games, check out my other video of 50 games under $5. Again, thank you so much for watching, and trust me, more videos no one has asked for will be coming soon.